Last time our protagonist Ye Tian was greeted by two mysterious women that seemed to be following him. The servant led him up to the second floor of the grand building, motioning for him to take a seat. As he settled in, the young lady beside him playfully dubbed him a VIP. Ye Tian couldn't help but raise an eyebrow at this unexpected title. How could a commoner like him be considered a VIP? Curiosity gnawed at him and he sought clarification. The lady, with a mischievous glimmer in her eyes, explained that being a VIP in her eyes meant precisely the opposite of what he might think. It was his lack of noble connections that made him special, like a hidden gem in a world dominated by privilege. Ye Tian found her reasoning both amusing and refreshing, yet he couldn't shake off the initial chill he felt from her demeanour. In his mind he compared her to his own sister Ye Yu, who was a bundle of cuteness and liveliness. Soon the lady unveiled her true motive for inviting him to tea. She wanted him to join their renowned martial hall, an opportunity that held great potential for Ye Tian. However, he hesitated, his mind clouded with worries. The thought of his talent being discovered, only to be met with a premature end, didn't sit well with him. The lady probed him, curious about his hesitance. Ye Tian scrambled for an excuse, citing the fate of others who had met a grim end upon revealing their potential. Undeterred, the lady assured him that she was different, and she wasn't expecting an immediate response. She urged him to observe and study her, to get a sense of who she was and what the martial hall had to offer, before making up his mind. Ye Tian realized that he had already made a silent vow to himself. He needed to become stronger, to rise to a place of power where he could stand tall. With a determined spirit, he had already absorbed the lady's talent, entering a state of fusion. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day. What manhwa series would you recommend to someone who is new to the genre and why? Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out. Now back to the recap. Ye Tian stepped through the front door, exhausted but exhilarated. As soon as he entered, his little sister Ye Yu jumped up from the couch and greeted him with an enthusiastic hug. The news of his newfound martial arts skills had reached her ears, and she couldn't contain her excitement. She even wanted to share the news with their ancestors, but Ye Tian quickly intervened, promising that once he discovered a valuable treasure, he would help his sister become a martial artist too. Eager to show off her own skills, Ye Yu grabbed a pair of scissors and declared that Ye Tian desperately needed a haircut. She cheekily remarked that he looked like a beggar, much to his amusement. As she carefully snipped away, memories flooded back to Ye Tian. He remembered their parents, who had always relied on Ye Yu's hairdressing expertise. In that moment, a forgotten name resurfaced in his mind. Immortal jellyfish, a legendary creature known for its remarkable regenerative abilities. With a sudden burst of excitement, Ye Tian hurriedly rushed to the treasure book he had recently acquired, flipping through its pages to confirm the creature's existence. And there it was, nestled among the ancient tales, a mention of the formidable immortal jellyfish residing in the treacherous Death Sea area. A surge of determination coursed through his veins. If such a creature could possess such incredible recovery talents, he was determined to harness that power and protect his sister from any harm. Ye Yu, skeptical of the childhood stories, tried to dissuade Ye Tian, believing they were nothing more than fables. But Ye Tian firmly held his ground, convinced that these tales held a glimmer of truth. Interrupting the haircut, he decided to take a break and began practicing a new skill, preparing himself for the imminent hunt of the sea monster. In a few days' time, when he felt strong enough to face the mighty creature, Ye Tian planned to embark on a daring adventure. After an epic 30-day hiatus, Ye Tian sets off on a thrilling adventure back to the renowned martial pavilion. But wait, he's not just there for a casual visit to see the lady. He's got his eyes on something special. He boldly approaches the blonde girl, channeling his inner negotiator, and surprises her with an unexpected request, a legendary sea map. The blonde girl's eyes widen with a mix of awe and concern as she hands over the coveted artifact. With a serious tone, she warns Ye Tian about the perils that await him. Apparently, this map leads to a place so treacherous that not a single soul has returned alive. Talk about an adrenaline rush. Undeterred by the danger, our fearless protagonist accepts the challenge and vows to tread carefully. As Ye Tian arrives at the arena, an eerie chill runs down his spine. The atmosphere is thick with a sense of lurking menace. Sensing the need for caution, he taps into his extraordinary dark shadow talent, blending seamlessly into the shadows like a true master of stealth. From his hidden vantage point, he surveys the arena, keeping his senses sharp for any signs of trouble. And then, lo and behold, a spectacle unfolds before his eyes. The lady from the martial pavilion, renowned for her skills, stands fearlessly against a formidable beast. But wait, where's her partner in combat? Another warrior, apparently overwhelmed by the beast's might, pleads for the lady to retreat and let him handle it alone. Just as she turns to acknowledge his request, a sinister surprise emerges from behind her. Another beast. The fearless warrior raised his voice, alerting the lady to brace herself as a menacing monster approached. In a remarkable display of skill, she unlocked a hidden talent known as secret art and swiftly struck down the beast. Amazed by her prowess, An watched in awe, careful not to make his presence known just yet. Sensing Yueling's superior strength and realizing he couldn't measure up, Ye decided to make a tactical retreat. With a firm tone, the old man warrior urged Yueling to return, emphasizing the fleeting nature of her secret power and the importance of safeguarding the precious treasure they sought. Ye Tian couldn't help but ponder the paradoxical fragility of a weapon that had already claimed numerous lives, as it had succumbed to the might of a single beast, rendering the lady unconscious. Acting swiftly, Ye Tian scooped her up, along with the treasure, and sought refuge in a nearby cave. Assuring her of his trustworthiness, he vowed not to seize the treasure for himself. Within the shelter of the cave, Ye Tian observed the striking resemblance between Yueling and his beloved younger sister. The only difference was the presence of a small, distinguishing mole on the lady's face. Yueling lay unconscious, stirring worry within Ye Tian's heart. Moments later, her eyes fluttered open, revealing a surprised expression upon seeing Ye Tian by her side. Perplexed, she questioned his presence in the room. Intrigued, Ye Tian couldn't resist asking Yueling how she managed to carry such a plethora of treasures. Seizing the opportunity, Yueling skillfully brought up his potential enrollment in the martial pavilion, hoping to entice him with more knowledge. However, to her dismay, Ye Tian declined, citing fatigue as his reason. The rejection left her disheartened, as her enthusiasm dampened momentarily. As the dawn broke and Ye Tian awakened from his slumber, he discovered that Yueling had vanished, leaving behind a mysterious box. Within its confines lay money and a vial of monster's blood. Pondering over its purpose, Ye Tian began to question if Yueling intentionally left it for him. As he stumbles upon the graves, a thought crosses his mind. Could it be the mischievous Yueling behind this? But wait, there's more. Suddenly, a familiar sight catches his eye, a colourful umbrella. It instantly reminds him of the epic battle against the fearsome sea monster, in which Yueling wielded this very weapon. Curiosity piqued, Ye Tian decides to claim the umbrella for himself. Little does he know that this seemingly ordinary accessory holds a hidden secret. With a simple flick, he discovers that it's not just waterproof. It grants him the incredible ability to venture beneath the waves unharmed. Excitement courses through his veins as he realizes the countless possibilities that lie ahead. Ye Tian descends into the depths, unleashing his dark shadow talent to blend seamlessly with the underwater world. The darkness shields him from the prying eyes of monstrous creatures lurking in the depths. Yet, his stealthiness is put to the test when he comes perilously close to being spotted by a menacing beast. In a split-second decision, he dives even deeper, seeking refuge in the hidden depths. But fate has a twist in store for our courageous hero. Another colossal creature emerges from the shadows, its presence more formidable than any Ye Tian has encountered before. To his astonishment, this creature possesses a recovery potion, a priceless treasure. Realizing the immense value of such a find, Ye Tian quickly uses his exceptional skills to mimic the beast's talent. Time is of the essence as Ye Tian devises a cunning plan to elude the beast's gaze. He must find a safe hiding spot before his ruse is discovered. With determination in his heart, he skillfully navigates the treacherous underwater landscape, his every move calculated to avoid detection. Ye Tian managed to steal the creature's healing talent and escape. He's grown much stronger that he doesn't even notice the pain for stealing talents. Ye Tian returns home, gets a haircut, and gets a special token that allows for him to participate in certain events. Later, Ye Tian shows up at the Lin family's recruitment of warriors. He hides within the crowd. The Lin High base found itself in need of more resources, as its size limited its ability to trade with other bases. They dreamed of expanding to a medium-scale base, where they could unlock a treasure trove of benefits and nurture the talents of their artists. Determined to level up, they devised an ingenious loot operation exclusively for the creme de la creme warriors with impressive ranks, offering tempting rewards that had everyone's eyes gleaming with excitement. The best part? Whatever the contestants won, they got to keep for themselves, ensuring a fair and thrilling competition. Now enters our hero, Ye Tian, who craves to participate but also fears drawing too much attention. After all, he had already ascended to the esteemed rank of elite martial artist. To complicate matters, the illustrious Mo family was in attendance, adding an extra layer of pressure. With a mix of nerves and determination, Ye Tian stepped forward to face the legendary testing stone, a mystical artifact that evaluated one's combat prowess. Hoping beyond hope, he wished for the stone to reveal him as a martial artist of medium rank, just enough to keep a low profile but still make his mark. Ye Tian and his fearless comrades embark on another battle against ferocious beasts. Amidst the chaos, their leader urged Ye Tian to join forces, emphasizing the power of teamwork. As the epic showdown unfolded, jaws dropped at Ye Tian's astonishing prowess, defying expectations for someone his age. Little did they suspect that his true might remained concealed, a secret ready to be unleashed. Just as jubilation filled the air in anticipation of a hard-fought triumph, fate threw another curveball their way. The exhilarating saga continued as they found themselves encircled once again, this time by a pack of relentless wolves. They desperately reached out to their teammates, sounding the alarm that Team C was on the brink of peril and urgently required backup. Dishearteningly, Team B turned down their plea for assistance, leaving Team C crestfallen. The leader implored the remaining members to swiftly make their escape while he single-handedly confronted the menacing creature. However, they firmly refused, asserting that since they embarked on this journey together, they would leave as a united front. Persistently, the leader insisted they should depart, particularly emphasizing Ye, the newest addition to the team. Just as doubt clouded their minds, Ye Tian unleashed his true powers, leaving everyone dumbfounded. Skeptical murmurs filled the air. How could he possess the aura of an elite martial artist? Yet, Ye Tian passionately declared that their collective strength was vital at that moment, emphasizing that if they abandoned their comrades, the entire Gale Wolf team would face annihilation. Ye Tian firmly believed that concealing his true abilities and leaving his teammates in the dark would be profoundly unjust. With conviction, he contended that unveiling his powers to the Gale Wolf team should not subject him to any peril or adversity. Ye Tian, our fearless hero, led the rest of the team to safety with his quick thinking and unwavering determination. Gratitude filled the air as they thanked him for his valiant efforts. But just when everyone thought they could finally catch their breath, Ye Tian surprised them all with an audacious declaration. He wasn't ready to retreat just yet. The team exchanged worried glances, their minds filled with memories of the harrowing challenges they had faced. However, Ye Tian's unwavering confidence soon put their fears to rest. He assured them that he would be fine, igniting a spark of curiosity and excitement in their hearts. The others turned to their captain, seeking guidance on whether they should join Ye Tian on his daring adventure. But the captain, recognizing Ye Tian's extraordinary combat abilities, knew that he had a chance to accomplish something incredible on his own. Declining their offer, he emphasized that their presence might only hinder Ye Tian's progress. With his power reserves dwindling and the prospect of encountering even stronger foes looming, Ye Tian was determined to put his recovery talent to the ultimate test. In a bold move, he ventured deep into the monster's nest, ready to face his greatest challenge yet. From a distance, the remaining teammates watched in awe as the epic showdown commenced. Ye Tian, daring as ever, devised a risky game to determine the victor. He would willingly subject himself to the monster's fiery attacks, only to rise from the ashes and strike back with renewed vigor. It was a game of life and death, a true test of his resilience. The fierce battle raged on for what seemed like an eternity, with both Ye Tian and the monster locked in a thrilling dance of power. Every moment held the weight of uncertainty, but Ye Tian's determination never wavered. Time ticked away, and after an intense hour of combat, victory seemed to be within his grasp. A thrilling showdown unfolded between the formidable Mo family and the cunning Lin family. In the midst of the chaos, our protagonist Ye Tian couldn't resist the temptation to sneak a peek at the action from a safe distance. Little did he know, a wise old man with keen senses spotted him in an instant, immediately recognizing Ye's extraordinary martial arts skills. Summoning him forward, the old man demanded an explanation for Ye's snooping. Quick on his feet, Ye concocted a clever story, claiming that he had overheard whispers about the mission and felt compelled to lend a hand. However, much to his dismay, none of the families acknowledged him as one of their own. It seemed like Ye was an outsider in this high-stakes affair. Just when he was about to give up hope, a mysterious man suddenly spoke up, asserting that Ye belonged to their family, the Lin family. But here's the twist. The man's motives weren't entirely noble. He saw this as a golden opportunity to recruit a talented martial artist like Ye without paying a single coin. The Lin family intended to exploit Ye's remarkable skills and have him join their team. Naturally, this revelation didn't sit well with Yueling and her trusty assistant, who promptly voiced their objections, arguing that Ye Tian should be treated as mere property. They embarked on their daring mission, fueled by determination and a touch of mischief. Ye Tian, fully aware that his true nature had been exposed, embraced the challenge of secretly honing his strength. Undeterred by the revelations, he faced the path ahead with unwavering courage. Their objective, a legendary god-power ant's nest, teeming with formidable insects. As they approached the nest's vicinity, a cautious command was issued, urging everyone to step back. Amidst the anticipation, the wise old man from the group immediately summoned a magic explosion circle and blew up the surface structures of the magic ants. As the ants began to pour out, the other hunters, along with Ye Tian, began to quickly dispatch their foes. Finally, Ye Tian copied a top-level talent from one of the fallen spiders. As the battle rages on, a high-tier mighty ant appears, causing the rest of the group to scatter and retreat. Later, after the battle, Ye Tian finds a safe spot for him to fuse, and his transformation only makes him even stronger as he adds yet another talent to his arsenal. After returning home, Ye Tian found himself entangled in a playful confrontation with his feisty little sister Ye Yu. She playfully berated Ye Tian, accusing him of only ever lounging around the house. Ye Tian remained silent, causing her to storm off in a huff, and in her mischievous retaliation she spiced up his meal excessively. Just as the mouth-watering dish was laid before him, an unexpected knock echoed through the door. Abandoning his food, Ye Tian rushed to answer it, only to discover the enigmatic Captain Galewolf standing there. Inviting the captain inside, Ye eagerly inquired about the purpose of his visit. The captain's reply brought forth a pleasant surprise. He had come to deliver Ye Tian's share of the profits from their previous operation, presenting him with a bag brimming with delightful treasures. Overjoyed, Ye insisted that the captain partake in the meal that had been prepared for him, claiming his appetite had vanished, and scurried off to stow away the bag. Returning to the outside world, Ye Tian sought updates on the ongoing beast removal operation from the captain, as he had been secluded indoors for quite some time. The captain shared his findings, revealing the grave losses suffered by the Fang base and the Linhai. From elite martial warriors to great martial warriors, they had paid a heavy price. Angered by the magnitude of the loss, the gang base resolved to send a grandmaster, who ultimately triumphed over the ants. Ye Tian couldn't help but ponder the Iron Gang base's motives, and whether the colossal sacrifice was truly justified. As they bid farewell to the captain and escorted him towards his departure, a figure approached them, specifically seeking out Ye Tian. Introducing himself as the butler from the prestigious M.O. family, he extended an invitation for Ye Tian to dine with the family. However, Ye declined, stating that he preferred to stay put. Enraged by this refusal, the butler lunged at Ye, aiming to strike. Swift as lightning, Ye evaded the attack, causing the butler to collide with an unintended target. In a dramatic turn of events, the butler dashes off to inform the family's esteemed ancestor, setting the stage for an explosive confrontation. With a mixture of irritation and fury, the ancestor realizes that the family's legacy hangs in the balance once he passes away. Determined to secure their future, he instructs his reluctant son to capture the elusive Ye Tian and prevent the rival Lin family from getting their hands on him. Although the elder son harbors reservations, he understands that the ancestor's word is law. Now, with danger lurking around every corner, Ye Tian finds himself thrust into a perilous game where his safety is no longer guaranteed. In a thrilling turn of events, the Mo family sends out a team of fearless warriors to apprehend Ye Tian. Little did they know that their mission would take a sinister twist. Instead of capturing Ye, lifeless bodies began to rain down, sparking suspicion that a mysterious, invisible assassin was on the loose, eliminating their ranks. Tensions rise as the Old Man warriors brace themselves for a formidable encounter. Just as the anticipation reaches its peak, Ye Tian himself emerges from the shadows, stunning everyone with his unexpected appearance. The Old Man warriors find themselves caught between surprise and determination as they press forward, resolute in their mission to capture him. After all, the job must be done. Ye Tian must be taken into custody. Among the Old Man warriors stands Mo Xiaobi's father, Mo En, who finds himself face to face with Ye Tian. Desperation fills his eyes as he pleads for his life, begging Ye Tian not to end it. However, Ye Tian, unyielding in his resolve, declines the father's plea and drops a shocking revelation. He confesses to killing Mo Xiaobi. The father, terror-stricken yet strangely accepting, acknowledges his son's transgressions and promises to fulfill any demand Ye Tian may have if only he spares his life. In a chilling twist, Ye Tian dismisses the father's offer, declaring his penchant for eradicating his enemies to prevent future complications. Without a second thought, he ends Mo En's life, leaving no doubts about his ruthlessness and unwavering determination. Ye Tian wreaks havoc by eliminating Mo Xiaobi's father and issuing a chilling warning to anyone daring to harm his family. Meanwhile, the great ancestor of the Mo family anxiously awaits the return of the 10 formidable elders he had dispatched to capture Ye Tian. Just as he begins to reassure himself, an unexpected guest barges into the room. Who could it be? None other than Ye Tian himself. The Mo family members are left dumbfounded, struggling to comprehend how Ye Tian infiltrated their fortress and what fate befell their elite elders. Enraged by their incompetence, Ye Tian swiftly dispatches the elder son, leaving the ancestor in a fit of tears and fury. He vows to avenge his son's untimely demise, launching a relentless assault on Ye Tian, vowing to crush him and carry his hatred even beyond death. But will Ye Tian meet his end so easily? Can he be vanquished just like that? As the battle rages on, more warriors from the Mo family converge upon Ye Tian. Word of the sudden deaths has spread, and Ye Tian, unimpressed, dismisses the Mo family as nothing more than pathetic weaklings. The ancestor, driven by rage, commands his warriors to eliminate Ye Tian without hesitation. However, Ye Tian unveils his formidable dark shadow kill technique, leaving the ancestor dumbfounded. It turns out that Ye Tian possesses the skills of a legendary martial artist, but how long can the great ancestor hold his ground relying solely on his secret art ability? The clash between the two forces intensifies, leaving us on the edge of our seats, eagerly awaiting the outcome of this epic battle. Will Ye Tian's might prove insurmountable, or will the Mo family find a way to turn the tide? The fight continues. Who will win? The mighty ancestor, struggling to lay a hand on Ye Tian, found himself astounded by the young man's elusive moves. Frustrated, the old man decided to seek assistance from the prestigious Lin family, hoping to conserve his waning energy. But fate had other plans. In a peculiar twist, the old man dropped to his knees, pleading with Ye Tian to spare his life, promising to relinquish all his family's treasures. Falling for the ruse, Ye Tian agreed, demanding the immediate display of these treasures. Little did the cunning old man know that Ye Tian possessed a unique recovery ability, rendering the poison he unleashed utterly useless. The astonished ancestor stood dumbfounded, questioning how Ye Tian could possess such an array of talents. But before he could comprehend the answer, Ye Tian struck back with a vengeance, urging the ancestor to seek answers from Yama in hell as he delivered the decisive blow. Captain Galwolf was feeling a bit anxious about Ye Tian's absence. It seemed like he was babysitting his sister, Ye Yu. But just as Galwolf started to worry, Ye Tian suddenly appeared, expressing gratitude to the captain for looking after his sister. The captain couldn't help but ask if Ye Tian had successfully eliminated all of his targets. With a smile, Ye Tian happily revealed that the Mo family was no longer a threat at the Linhai base. Concerned for his little sister's well-being, Ye Tian asked if the assassin had harmed her. To ensure her safety, he accompanied the captain to see her. As they strolled together, the captain inquired about Ye Tian's future plans, now that the Mo family was gone. Ye Tian expressed his desire for his sister to develop her talents, but he realized it wouldn't be easy. He mentioned that most influential individuals in the community relied on purchasing resources to expedite the process. With a determined look, he left the conversation behind and warmly greeted his sister, Ye Yu. Word of the Mo family's demise spread rapidly, leaving people curious about the formidable force responsible. However, Ye Tian's involvement remained unknown to the public. Speculation and whispers filled the air as everyone tried to figure out who had accomplished such a feat. Meanwhile, the elders of other families convened to discuss the fate of the Mo family's sole remaining treasure, an iron pearl capable of causing catastrophic damage. They deliberated the truth behind the chimerical trade route claimed by the Iron Fang base, realizing it was actually an emigration route. The imminent evolution of a colossal monster boss into a king posed a grave threat to the Iron Fang base's existence. In response, the elders of the Lin family contemplated employing the Iron Pearl against this impending danger. Back at Ye Tian's residence, he proudly showcased valuable elixirs he had acquired to the captain and his sister. Their curiosity piqued. They wondered about Ye Tian's intentions for these precious items. In a playful manner, his sister jokingly suggested that he find a wife. However, Ye Tian dismissed the idea, instead focusing on discussing the authenticity and exorbitant prices of the elixirs. He feeds her one and she immediately and is stunned by how well it works. Because of the sudden threat of the ferocious beast, Ye Tian is leaving again to go into Xiaotianye forest to get another ability. The situation has become so dire that even the most formidable ancestor masters struggle to hold their ground. Determined to strengthen himself, Ye Tian beseeches the captain to watch over his sister during his absence, promising a swift return. Just as he is about to set off, a band of riders from the renowned Linhai base storms through, led by a young prodigy hailing from the Sun family. Ye Tian's keen eye catches a glimpse of the young genius's extraordinary talent, filling him with an uneasy sensation. Sensing danger, our brave hero ventures deeper into the forest, driven by an instinctual urge. Within the depths of the forest, Ye Tian's mission unfolds, to discover and emulate the incredible speed of a Black Panther wolf, enhancing his own abilities. Thus far, he has only stumbled upon its elusive footprints, unable to encounter the majestic creature itself. However, a sudden surge of powerful energy catches his attention, as if two mighty beasts engage in a fierce battle. Driven by curiosity, Ye Tian bravely follows the energy trail, only to witness a breathtaking sight, a legendary rare gold silk dragon leopard in the midst of a monumental clash. Realizing its strength surpasses that of a mere black wolf panther, Ye Tian makes a snap decision. He strikes a pact with destiny, naming the magnificent beast Xiao Jin, marking the beginning of their bond. With a gentle pat on its head, Ye Tian harnesses the power of this newfound companion, swiftly assimilating its extraordinary talents. Ye springs into action, launching an audacious attack. With precision and cunning, he sets his sights on the enemy's vulnerable spot. Their eyes, wham! He strikes without hesitation, causing Xiao Jin's parents to erupt in thunderous roars. But hold on. Ye quickly signals Xiao to intervene, assuring them that he's a friend, not a foe. Realizing the imminent danger, Ye swiftly hands a precious recovery pill to the expectant mother, urging her to protect her unborn child. At first hesitant, she eventually takes the pill, safeguarding her precious bundle. Meanwhile, the ferocious gorilla beast attempts to make a hasty retreat, but Ye is not about to let it off scot-free. Determined, he rallies Xiao, his courageous parents, and himself to form an unbeatable alliance against the formidable creature. As the battle ensues, Ye faces a new challenge. His enhanced speed talent proves both exhilarating and demanding to harness, yet with sheer determination he manages to adapt and control his newfound agility. The tenacious gorilla, however, proves to be no pushover. Its sturdy physique defies defeat, but our heroes refuse to yield. With unwavering resolve, they press on, fighting tooth and nail until victory is theirs. Ye, in awe of himself, never envisioned himself standing shoulder to shoulder with such a fearsome beast. Yet, deep down, he is grateful for the unexpected camaraderie forged amidst the chaos. Alas, the situation takes a twist as the female leopard enters the picture, wounded terribly. Ye Tian takes Xiao and her parents and inquires about their home. As they were on their way there, they were confronted by some beasts again, but they trusted Ye, and he immediately destroyed them. Finally arriving at their sanctuary, Ye gently laid down the wounded leopard, showcasing his compassionate side. To express their gratitude, Xiao presented him with a special gift, a mystical spirit herb. This unique plant possessed an enchanting quality. It would only bloom after a patient wait of 30 days. As the days passed, the herb blossomed into a magnificent sight, captivating everyone's attention. Xiao, brimming with excitement, urged Ye to consume the herb's magical essence. Trusting her instincts, he devoured it with enthusiasm. Little did they know that this fateful act would set the stage for more incredible events. Later, the female leopard gives birth. The joyous atmosphere intensified as Xiao's parents welcomed their long-awaited bundle of joy, a precious baby who would undoubtedly grow up to become the forest king of their domain. Such a momentous occasion filled their hearts with profound happiness and endless possibilities. Meanwhile, the special herb has finally bloomed. Ye Tian eats it but passes out. Later, he awakens and finds out that he has acquired a mental ability. Not only that, he can now copy talents through the air without any need to touch his target. When Ye Tian gets ready to leave, the tiny leopard Xiao clings onto him and remarks that she will miss him and wants to stay with him. Ye Tian brings her along, and the tiny cat is overjoyed. Having run tirelessly, Ye Tian spotted something intriguing in the distance. Halting his stride, he observed a group of students from the prestigious Fifth Academy, many of whom lay defeated on the ground. Among them was his close friend Zhang Bao, who was struggling to hold on to consciousness. Ye Tian rushed over to him, concern etched across his face. Kneeling by Zhang Bao's side, Ye Tian inquired urgently about the circumstances that had led to this chaotic scene. Zhang Bao, though weakened, managed to recount the shocking events that had unfolded. He revealed that their group had fallen victim to a robbery orchestrated by a notorious group known as the Iron Fang. This nefarious faction had not only looted their belongings, but had also razed the entire Iron Fang base to the ground. Inquiring about the current state of leadership, Ye Tian learned that the Lin family still held sway over the Linhai base. However, it was a facade, a puppet show orchestrated by those truly in control, the Iron Fang base. The unsettling truth was that the Iron Fang had seized power. Inside one of these dojos, two figures engaged in a rigorous kendo practice. Among them was Gale Wolf, a formidable warrior who deftly parried his opponent's assault and delivered a crushing counterattack. His companion was none other than his sister, who exhibited impressive skill and potential. Sweat streamed down his sister's face as she practiced with dedication, her determination shining through. Suddenly, applause erupted from outside the dojo, catching his sister's attention. Her gaze shifted to the entrance, where her brother Yetian stood, a proud smile on his face. What will happen next? Find out next time by staying tuned for our future recaps. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great recaps.